people are coming from betting to casinos now. The player himself is changing a little bit, and the requests are different.
The change is small and consistent.
Instant becoming popular all around the world.
The more content you give to the player, you give more choice.
People somehow understand that they are created by AI.
Artificial intelligence is helpful for everything nowadays.
Welcome to the new episode of the Evoplay Podcast. I'm happy to introduce our guest, Galan, who is a Senior Partnership Manager at Octavian Lab. It's an Italian platform offering tailor-made iGaming solutions. Today we'll talk about the Italian iGaming market and main industry trends. So welcome to our podcast. Hi, Andres.
Hi, Olga.
I'm super happy to see you here, actually. You always know, I'm always happy to see you.
It's always a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you very much. I would like to start with the first question, of course. And for me, actually, this is the most interesting question, my personal favorite question. So, how did you come to this industry?
It's really curious because I didn't even know that I was coming into this industry. When I got to the job interview, I thought it was just a video games maker or whatever. So I thought I was applying for a sales position in a video games creator. So then I realized I was in a software house and I started to work with Octavian Lab. It was a good experience and I think I'm so happy with that.
That's great. Very interesting, actually. But when you understood what is this, what was your reaction?
Yeah, it was like we were still in the job interview and Emanuele, my CEO, told me, do you know where you're entering in the iGaming? I said, I don't know, but I'm good with that. Then it was an unknown world for me. So it was the start of a journey that we're still in. And yeah, I didn't have any problem. I started to know so many things that I just ignored because it was like something that was hidden to my world. I was never in a casino before or betting whatever. So I didn't know anything.
It's very similar for me, I feel, because I remember then when I just came to this industry, I knew where I'm going, but I never knew exactly what it is. And when I just started getting into like deep inside, I was like, it's nothing what I thought it is. It's so different and it's so interesting, right? So I love it. Like, cool. It's really cool. And I like the diversity of different people, different ages, different cultures. It's so amazing. I think you feel something
Was
similar.
Evoplay your first experience?
Yeah, actually,
So,
the first
we're
one.
still in the same company,
Yeah.
our first company.
Family.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a family. Yeah. And by the way, about the families, I know that Italy is known for family values. And actually, I remember that when I just came to Canada, that was, I guess, the biggest first impression I've got, because everybody treats you like you are the member of the family. So my question is, do you think it reflects in the industry as well? Like, I mean, in the business industry, not after, but inside the business.
Yeah, I think so. So on one side, so companies are made from people, and people are what they are. In Italy, they are so familiar. They take care of their people and the persons that who they love. So when you go to Rimini, it's a small city. It's a small event, and I think that this spirit is created based on one side on the industry that at the beginning it was a small one, and everybody knows with everybody. So it's like a small family. Even if you enter to the companies, unless it is an international enterprise or company, big company or whatever, and even in the big companies, there's a little bit this kind of familiar relationship between all the members of the staff. And this is something I love so from this industry.
I love it as well. Nowadays, one of my favorite conferences, because you really feel different. And it's something amazing inside. So you leave the conference not with this tiring feeling. you feel it like you visited your family, your friends, and now you're going home.
The best part
The best part, yeah.
is the after event, because during the show you have the time to make your meetings or whatever, but then you have quality time to spend with people, just to have dinner, to relax, and even to talk about business, but more in a relaxed way, so that you can feel comfortable also with what you're doing, not just
That's
business.
And I've heard a lot from different countries, casinos, of course, and managers. They said that nowadays the industry is changing. How exactly? With women in industry. So women became more active players. And that's interesting because before they said that even when I just came to the industry, they said that 70% of 80% it's men. Now women play more, and I've heard that even some special content is being done for women. So I'm curious, how do you feel it in Italy? Does it feels that women play more, or there is no difference?
What we can see from our data is that there are more women playing. Maybe the percentage has been growing during the years, but still it's a traditional market where there are more men interested in playing gaming and betting rather than women. I think it's also due to the character of men. It's more impulsive, more like I want to play, I want to maybe win or whatever, rather than mentality from women. It's more consciousness, so they think more about the things rather than just acting impulsively.
And I guess this is another reason for Italy why the betting is so popular, right?
Yeah,
it's also one of the biggest markets in betting. And what do you think? Betting becoming more and more popular and casino less, or people are coming from betting to casinos now and online casino is becoming more popular?
Percentage in betting and casino is more or less remaining constant. Mm-hmm. It's been like a proportion like a 1 to 5. So betting it's 1 and casino is 5. This is more or less a proportion that we could consider in a normal casino operator. I have to say that betting is so interesting for Italians, as they are so football lovers and they love so much the competition, the calcio, and so Serie A. They love the game. So they are so interested in betting, but at the same time, they are so much interested in the casino slot games.
But isn't mixed? Players who bet, they come to casino as well, and if yes, they choose games the same which casino players, like only casino players, or they love more betting games, like for example crash games where it's similar, something similar for betting.
It's an interesting thing because you can make crossing marketing in the page where you have your sports. You can maybe set a part where you can introduce games related to sports, like I don't know, crash games, or even those games where you're going to make a goal and going step by step. It's a crash mechanics at the same time. So it's interesting, and they usually are more exclusive from betting rather than casino, but they also are mixed. There's everything, each kind of player in this way, but I think that there are more pure players from betting and casino.
That's interesting. And how do you think the industry changes exactly in Italy? Fast or not so fast on other markets?
I don't think that fast. I think that they are traditional still, because there are so many players from old players, the slot games they play, they were in the land-based or whatever. So many providers from the land-based are moving their operations to the online so that they can have both of them. And I think they are more traditional. There are also young players entering, and maybe they are more interested to new contents like I don't know, fishing, crash games, or other types of contents, like when we're talking about live games, the show games are so interesting for young players. Uh, I think that they're changing as much as new players are entering to the market, and they're getting a higher percentage in the Italian market.
But you see this change, right? That the player himself is changing a little bit,
I think
and the
so.
requests are
The
different.
change is small and
Mhm.
consistent. So during the time, the percentage is maybe going higher. Also because it's so normal to find crash games rather than before. Before there were just maybe say the game with the plane. We don't want to say any names, but there was just one. Now there's a variety with all kind of themes, so it's more frequent and more easy to find rather than before.
Do you think it will be growing, this instant themed, let's say, demand? Because I see that instants becoming popular all around the world.
Yeah.
Of course, maybe in Italy it might be a little bit slower, but still the demand is growing, right? So do you think it will be growing, or at some point it will stop and still slots gonna be the classic slots and nothing else?
You know, from this point of view, I always think that you have to leave it in the market and see what happens. Now they're growing. In Italy, as you said, the growth hasn't been that consistent, so just slow but consistency. But I don't know what will happen. Let's see what the players decide.
Yeah, let's give them decide. It's just, sometimes I think that the player himself maybe doesn't know what they want. And casinos want to attract players, they want to entertain them, they want somehow make this retention and acquisition. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to offer more and more options, right? To be
Sure.
different from other casinos and so on. And the content, it's one of things you can offer, right? So if you are giving something new, you will get some audience which loves this new. So it looks like sometimes we are pushing this content to them and give them opportunity to love it. Sometimes they do, sometimes not. But I think that what happened with some crash games, right? And it might happen with instant games. It's interesting for me here. Do you think that if we would more localize those games, they would be more popular? Or it doesn't matter what is the theme and what is inside, it's just the mechanic itself important for them?
I wouldn't be sure because sometimes and the slot provider make so much effort in creating new contents with these themes, maybe dedicated football or I don't know Italian themes, Inca, Maya, Egyptian. There are so many slots with so many themes, and players keep on loving them, and they decide. So I don't know. The best thing each time I get asked about the which kind of slots love Italy. In Italy, they love so much chicken. Everybody knows. I don't know why.
Really?
It's like that. I have seen so many, let's say, ugly slots that I don't know how they success, but instead they success. So it's so difficult. I always think, as you said, the more content you give to the player, you give more choice so that he can choose what he likes the more. So obviously that needs also the consistency of having those products in the main place and with visibility so that they can try it, or maybe with bonus or with some kind of motivation to the player to test it.
Bonuses, just you mentioned. So I'm curious, in bonus system, does something change? Like, we are giving bonuses all the time, right?
Yeah.
And we are trying to create some new approaches in giving bonuses, but the bonuses itself, they are the same, right?
Yep.
Are there any new maybe tools, mechanics in bonuses which you see are growing, let's say, that they attract player more? Or let's say if we come to you and we say like we want this campaign to be successful, and you say like then you definitely need to do this. Is there something like this, like 100%, okay, not 100%, but 90% successful case with some tournaments or any other tools you use or type of bonuses, or it's always something different?
It's always something different. From my point of view, it depends on the provider. It depends on the kind of player that plays to that provider, because sometimes the content that provides a slot provider for older people maybe doesn't work, and that tournament couldn't work as for a younger type of slot provider. So it depends. Each case, you have to see it case by case. But I have to say, now we have good tools to motivate the player to keep on playing, like the gamification. So there are like missions you can set, daily missions, weekly missions, monthly missions, so that they can keep on and having like a goal to reach, and having some kind of reward. Then you have your shop inside the site. We have everything of this. We have developed it so that the players can find some kind of attractive playing, apart from just pushing, spinning. So it's so simple. We have also, Italy, the fan bonus. It's just like free spins, but with a gamification purposes, just with a rate conversion. It's defined. It's a good thing also to promote the games.
Gamification, it's an interesting thing and I think all game providers are moving that way right now. Maybe not all, but those who want to develop their product like for 100% and give something more interesting. Gamification, it's like giving the opportunity to player to win something without competition, because most of other tools, they're competition, right? Tournaments, competition, drops, mostly competition, anything else, it's competition. And here you have your own way. If you want, you play and you get more. If you don't, you don't. It's like in all these apps with when you're learning new language, right? And you have this inside some kind of gamification. I think it's cool because it's also one of steps to personalization. And what do you think AI is helping here or not? And from the regulatory point of view, is it allowed to use AI now in your operational work with players, or it's forbidden?
As far as I know, there's no any restriction for using IA. In any case, it can be used also to analyze so many data that can give you also another point of view, because even if you have a dedicated staff to analyze more or less the data that you get from your platform, from your site, traffic, times, or whatever, it will be always helpful to have somebody that makes you just a report, a global vision of what you can see in your platform or with your data. So I think it could be so useful, as everything artificial intelligence is helpful for everything nowadays. So I think that could help also the overall operators to analyze and to see what could be the best product for their players.
But do you see that operators already using that, or it's just
not yet
in the beginning?
I think we're in the start of a process of the introduction of the artificial intelligence in the gaming, but still it's so recent, so not so extended.
You think the future for it is big, right? Or
I think
part?
I think it will be integrated in our systems for sure. Overall, with when analyzing data,
I've heard interesting opinion from one of our partners. They said that they tried to use AI in creating games. And they also said that people somehow understand that they are created by AI and they don't like it. And I was curious how they understand that. And he said somehow they do. Maybe they are testing, maybe I don't know. But he said like players who play a lot, they somehow understand that this is AI and it works only in the beginning, let's say when you release the game, but then it doesn't. Interesting, because I saw that they won't understand the difference. So if you write correct prompt, who will understand? But I also hear from him that it's forbidden to use it in some specific markets, and you have to show that this is AI,
Okay.
and that's why they want to. You need a special procedure to implement it inside the game. So I think that for some it's gonna be a little bit longer, but inside your, let's say inside your kitchen, on your kitchen at home, at work, you can definitely use it for analytics, and it will help just make it faster for you.
Sure. Even maybe if they can help with graphics, but maybe they can just create a frame or some picture or whatever. But as when you're going to internet, can't you detect when there's an image? You can see it, you can feel it. There's something that doesn't taste like original.
Yeah, I think that our generation, we can do that, but again, yet, because it's only beginning.
And they're improving for sure.
Yeah, so in a year, I don't think that's going to be possible but for example, my mom, she doesn't see the difference. So for her, it's all just a picture and that's it. And she's saying that it's all real. And I think that in a little bit, in a while, for us, it's going to be the same because they're going to be better, we're going to be older, and we won't just notice this.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you.
Yeah, so it's going to be everywhere, most probably. And of course, I have to ask you about regulations. I know that sometimes it's painful.
So painful.
It's always let's say a complex question, but I've heard that a lot changed, right? Latest changes, they significant. So how do you feel about it, and how do you see the impact for the industry now, like on this stage? As I understand, not everything is confirmed, like not all points in new regulations, right? But something already confirmed. So
Yeah, there are so many things still to clarify regarding certifications. I guess you're interested overall for the certification about the slot
as a
provider.
piece of it, and how it influence your operation with players.
On one side, it could be better because it could improve the effort in certification because it won't be needed, as far as we know, it won't be needed anymore to certify operator by operator, but there will be just one certification game by game. Once the game is certified, it could be delivered, and that has a logic. Obviously, you don't need to certify the same game with all the operators. So it's maybe more simple, maybe easier on that side. And let's see. On the other hand, there have been so many changes regarding regulation. It's complex. They have still to clarify so many things because there are so many doubts coming from operators and all the actors in the industry in Italy. So hoping the best.
We'll see. It's anyway, all the world is coming to upgrades in regulations, or some parts of the world becoming more regulated, let's say. I think actually this is the right direction. It's safer for players, it's more controlled for governments, authorities, and so on. So there should be something like that. So we definitely need to learn how to work with it fast and efficient.
Yeah,
and not to be so painful for us.
regulation is good.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Over-regulation is not that much. Let's see if we can define it as regulation or over-regulation. When there is a change, there's an adaptation, and that improves everything. So let's see.
And I have a question about the platform. You have an amazing platform product. And I've noticed that platform now are changing as well. How, what I mean, before it was more like resell, just classic resell. So you buy games, you sell games, that's it. Now I see that the request from casinos is higher. Maybe it's just my opinion, but it looks like it is. So what do you think about it? Do you see that the demand is higher from casino side to platforms and you need to improve the product a lot, or it's nothing like that?
I think so. There's so much competition between aggregators. So if we are talking just about to integrate new slot providers and just get this provider and distribute it to the other person. So I'm making the same job as all the other actors are making. We think that we need to put above an added value, like it can be the gamification. As I told you, we have developed it to insert it inside our aggregator, as well as in the platform. We have also developed a back office where to download the assets or download the certifications or download any material needed from the operator. So we're trying to create added value, because otherwise, as you're saying, so there are so many aggregators and just acquiring, reselling. That's not the way. Otherwise, we won't make any difference with the biggest ones that have maybe more clients and could be even stronger with fees or whatever. So the only way is to offer added value.
I see. Thank you. And the next question, it's not the question. It's more an interactive round. So since we are talking about games mostly, I would like to play with you a small game. You need to choose this or that, okay? To
Okay.
make it fast. So, cappuccino or espresso?
Espresso. Should I motivate it?
No, I'm just counting how I will under. Football or Formula One?
Football.
Oh, pizza night or fine dining?
Pizza night, definitely.
Pizza dining. Yeah.
Pizza and beer.
Yeah. Red wine or white wine?
White wine.
White wine.
Yeah.
Okay, it's interesting.
Fresher.
Oh, it is. Italian music or international playlist?
International playlist.
International. We are worldwide people, right?
Yeah. I'm Spanish, don't forget that.
Exploring the city or resting in the hotel?
Exploring the city.
Yeah, me the same. Text messages or voice notes?
Text messages.
YouTube or TikTok?
YouTube. I'm old.
Pasta or pizza?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Always.
So I'm almost there. Almost 100% same as you.
That's good. We're on the same page.
Thank you. Thank you. It was amazing. I think that this, for me, it's just a pleasure always. And I'm sure that for the people who watch us and listen to us, there are going to be some insights which are going to be useful for them.
Hope they will enjoy just a little bit of what we enjoyed here. It was so funny.
Yeah,
Thank you
Thank
for
you
this
so
moment.
much. Thank you.